well, but there we go. It's Ari for Froggen. We kind of expected this for him. It could have been a blind pick, but I think getting a bit more information was good, and Froggen should be happy with this matchup.
He's burst in case occasionally come in. Now Froggen has no ult.
Shockwave forcing the flash there from Froggen, but Sven going to keep leaping. Bowl's going to lock him down. TP in from EchoFox, but first blood is going to go to Svenskar, and Arcadian going to answer back. Stuko Bifrost might have saved with a shield. Exhausted down as well, and there's a double kill for Sven. Now going to leap back on the Looper, who does get the counter kill, but TSM collapse first and collect the trade.
Yeah, and being pushed in on the
to set a trap here. I think he's the one trapped.
Yeah, he's potentially going to have to burn ult and flash here.
Deb touch in as well. Haunter flash hook. Bjergsen cleans in to collect it. Easy kill for TSM.
Yeah, Arcadian doesn't quite flash away. Couldn't clear enough distance to
try and make a play on the bottom side. Whistle Voya Drovak. Froggen's already here. Arrow hits on the Froggen though. And now Bifrost is going to kite back and protect him. Total's fine there by the looks of things. Just has to keep kiting Gate. Wildgrowth gets burnt for the knock-up. And the rest of TSM's now here to reinforce. Exhaust does go down, but Gate's now caught in the thick of it. He should be going down. He does eat Wild Turtle, but not enough to kill him. Haunter comes down just to make sure. And TSM, their 4th kill of the game.
Turtle was a pretty good play by Wild Turtle to get himself out of that situation. Here comes a dive.
Set up for the dive. Shockwave lands. Hits 2. Gate eats him. And that might get them both killed. Gate already dead to Haunter. And now Froggen tied up and Whimsy's under the turret. Svenskar gets the next one, and TSM with a clean dive.
Yeah, this is looking more like Game 3 TSM, where playoffs would like to have a quick
Turtle gonna get kicked. Bifrost can protect him. Looper with the damage, but the Polymorph might help. No, not nearly enough. And Arcadian gets both kills, actually, slaying TSM's duo lane.
Yeah, Turtle had no ways of getting out of that one. Interesting.
Does manage to commit to the push and take it down. Hooked her. Svenskar actually here. He's actually popped the ultimate already. Looper gonna run away. Depth charge in. That should be the lock up on the bowler, and Svenskar, his 4th straight kill in this game.
Yeah, and that's the Rengar. The Wild Turtle are not here. So it would be a 4v3 if they can approach, but not necessarily approaching.
Yeah, they're going to get there first. Keith actually getting aggressive, shifts over. Bjergsen dodges the ulti from Rumble, and now Bifrost is here. Gate already goes down. Arrow lands onto Looper. That should be a 2nd kill. Wildgrowth going to get the knock-up. Shockwave didn't quite connect, but it doesn't matter. Looper, polymorphed and taken down.
That was an entire play.
TSM, like, not only are they just playing very well and very cohesively, but their team comp really sets them up to do so. Looper looks dead again here. See you later. Svenskar get himself another one.
Oh my goodness, and Looper is not in a good place this game. Sure, but even then, with how fast he's dying, unless he's got teammates around him.
Ooh, Turtle flashing away. Good arrow onto Froggen, though. Is Froggen looking to make the play? Charm lands in. Wildgrowth not going to protect him. Is Keith able to get the kill? Arcadian, though, now too far forward as Haunter's zoning the rest of them away. Svenskar deletes his opponent's jungler as Gabe flashes out of the Shockwave. Keith
we're getting 3 or 4 turrets taken down.
Yeah, certainly teams looking to do maximum punishment. As the Xboxes have to run. Arcadian kicks Bjergsen back in. Froggen looks for the assassination, but Wildgrowth goes down. Gate and Froggen melt under the AoE as now Looper's caught in the front side. Turtle just going to keep going as Keith eats the arrow. A double kill for Turtle. Maybe make it 3. There's the triple as Keith goes down as well. And Arcadian's the only one.
There's a Nautilus
still
behind
tracking him. Gate needs to try and save him. They got Froggen there as well. But Haunter all the way with the wraparound. Arcadian's going to get locked down and shut down. And now Gate going to get chased as well. Turtle able to slow him. Gate's left out to dry. He's dead as well. And TSM again just back towards the objective.
Yeah, turning into quite a stomp. The double
when you're snowballing, you'd want maybe a Mountain or an Infernal to do a bit more damage, but TSM have more than enough damage. Just need to be able to chase you down. Froggen is kind of around for a Baron steal, but everyone's going to back away. Baron will go over to TSM. Looper does get a turret in the bottom lane, so a little bit...
Turtle's on the team. Doesn't do much.
Oh, Arcadian bopped up there. Arrow going to find him as well. Gate gets him out of the way, but the inhibitor is going to go down already. Sven going to leap onto Froggen. Gets that first crit down as Keith being chased down by Haunter. Haunter might just keep running for it. Looking to 1v4 the backline, but Turtle now laying him with arrows. Bjergsen flashes forward and finds the Shockwave that clips Arcadian. TSM going to redeem up and heal down as they take down the Nexus turret. EchoFox going to get absolutely destroyed by TSM in Game 1.
Yeah, and in a matchup, TSM has only won about half the time this year. That is Game 1 of a Game 3 series. TSM has one of their more decisive victories. They are playing up against an EchoFox team who seems to be on a downward trajectory, but that's the type of Game 1 that TSM hopes to have on a weekly basis.
Certainly do, and it just looks... Everything just fell into place for them. Like, I don't want to say clean, because that's kind of been the buzzword of the weekend. There's the Ori pick for TSM. Pretty much running the draft back. Gragas is the only change with Nautilus being banned away. But I think, yeah, for Echo Fox, just a little bit more playmaking. Now Arcadian's on the wrong side. TP in from Echo Fox. Haunter doesn't have his, but Arcadian already getting burnt down. Ezreal ulti, not quite there. And now Turtle's just going to run back in. Arcadian looking for the kick, tries to outplay Biofrost, doesn't quite have enough. And first blood goes to Svenskeren.
Such a close move. It looked like Haunter interrupted Looper's teleport with an explosive good win. And I think, generally speaking, the answer is no. As long as you have a clear win condition that you're playing towards, you're not missing opportunity. But this is a tough spot. Terrible equalizer.
Cleanse again, but Looper flashing forward. Shockwave's going to move him back, but Froggen still gets the kill. Svenskeren trying to answer back. Looks for Froggen, who flashes out of the way. Looper, though, tied up by the bowler, but burns Svenskeren back down. Looper might even look to chase here as Haunter's also roamed down. That's going to be a flash force. The Harpoon is going to miss, but Haunter, we're going to try and make the outplay. Looper back towards the turret. Great little boot there as Arcadian comes back in. Kicks Haunter back to the team, but Biofrost with a wild growth. Going to maybe seal Froggen's fate here. Arcadian does get the snipe on the other side, I believe, as Svenskeren did finally fall. But now Arcadian chasing into TSM's jungle.
Yeah, Froggen snuck an Orb of Deception in at the back of that fight to get the kill on his Svenskeren, but Arcadian wants out.
Well, see if he can find it. Slow not going to hit there from Glitterlance, but Haunter gets his cast down. And Arcadian hasn't too many places to go. He's going to run towards Keith, but I'm not sure Keith has enough. He'll actually might be able to save him, and now Keith could be in trouble as they're going to look to take him down.
Oh, no.
Ezreal's been ignited. There's the flash burner. Haunter just will not be stopped. He belly bumps Keith, and now looks for Arcadian. Gets the double kill with the cast.
Oh no, Keith was just trying to help. Another fight happening in the mid lane.
I'm gonna miss. TP in. Looper already locked down. Does get the equalizer down to cut off the escape path, but Arrow gonna land in. Finds Looper. He's gonna hit it. Now Haunter looking for the alley. Gets Looper back in. Wild growth for the extra knockup, and Bjergsen collects his prize. Looper goes down. The Keith who's tanking turret shots. Looper coming up. He needs to hit the turret. He's going to look to get it. Arcadian up here as well. Kicks him in towards the wall. Q's going to land in, and Haunter does get the belly bop down, but that's not enough. Style from Arcadian, and Keith grabs himself the shutdown.
Yeah, turrets are still traded across the map, and TSM gets the Cloud Drake, but
Froggen. Ari's definitely one of those champions where it can look very good or very bad, although this definitely looks bad for Turtle. Ari onto Looper is flashed away. Biofrost there to save his 80 carry, but now Svenskeren going to try and take him down.
no flash, no ult on Looper, and a minion wave approaching. He'll probably dead.
No arrow either, but there's the crit. It's going to be a kill for Svenskeren. Well, he's curious to see that plays aren't really being set up. That arrow is sick, though.
Well, that's a setup. He has ultimate, but no turret, and there are people on the way.
Turret's helping out, but this lane is long, and Looper only got his ultimate. Svenskeren going to lock him down again. Fights him on the equalizer, and Biofrost grabs his first kill.
Yeah, probably didn't want to pick that one up, but ends up doing it.
Trying to take the turret. Jurgen still getting mid lane pushed in. Oh, Haunter kills Keith. What happened there?
What? A Glacial Shroud.
Oh, good shockwave as well. That should be a kill. Biofrost flashes for the secure.
Yep, there we go. That's just 2 kills. Seemingly out of no.
Svenskeren looking to hunt down a few members of Echo Fox. Finds Kate. Effortless kill there for the Rengar. Shields to keep him safe. And again, Svenskeren's just, he's been on like a hunting trip this whole series. And Echo Fox going to be forced back towards this tier 2 turret. Shockwave also here for a potential siege breaker, and now Haunted is onto Arcadian. They're going to try and combo him down. Svenskeren on a killing spree as he gets another Froggen. Already committed the ulti. He does charm Turtle, but the turret falls down, and Echo Fox cannot because, hey, they're just coming up more often. I mean, TSM will play clean games whenever they get an opportunity to, but when they find opportunities like this, they'll take them as well. Gate is going to get arrowed and crushed down. Looks like Oriana got credit for that one. So Svenskeren's spree will stop for now, but 6 turrets to 2. Looper trying to get a push going in the bottom.
And potentially looking to fight if Echo Fox approaches.
Haunter's ready. Equalizer cuts up Turtle. Decent bit of damage there. But Svenskeren just going to back away. Haunter does come in. Looks for Arcadian again. Now he's going to get arrowed. Ulti back into the team. It's that time it works. And TSM now in a 5v4.
Yeah, they're now trying to reset the fight with Redemption, but there's still a double buff Ezreal as well as an Ahri with ultimate. This is pretty dangerous for TSM still.
With no jungler, they're going to try and force the game flashes in for it, but he's going to get snared up and killed. Looper, though, in the back, going to try and get the damage out as the Wild Growth looks to save Haunter. Shockwave finds Froggen. Bjergsen deletes him, and now the Baron is available. TSM, take the Baron, take it all, and take the team fight win. Keith is the only one left alive, and if he dies, TSM, they take Baron and get the ace.
Yeah, and that's actually not something you see very often. A team fighting 5v4. Very powerful push coming in from TSM. They're going to try to end it pre-30 minutes.
So many options here. Haunter again leaps forward, looks for Keith, finds Kate. Instead, alley-oop. Haunter gets one, and now TSM gonna break the last few structures left. Keith almost hits the arrow, but now it's Arcadian as the rest of the team hops away. But they'll just take the inhibitors and look to take down the Nexus turrets. Redemption down, Arcadian getting chunked by Bjergsen, and Froggen is going to try and make the big play back in. Bjergsen does get kicked in by Arcadian, but Total does manage to take the Lycian down. Keith now going to move back in, but he just can't get a kill. Next is going to be exposed. TSM take the turret. Total grabs himself a quadra kill. Sven steals the Penta, and TSM sweep the series.
Just back-to-back aces in the last 3 minutes for TSM, and they pair up some sub-30-minute wins against Echo Fox. Yesterday, the story was TSM needing to find consistency, needing to find ways where they can 2-0 because they had that atrocious loss to FlyQuest in Game 1, followed by them getting stronger throughout the series. This day, it was a completely different story. TSM, from start to finish, looked dominant.
They did, and they didn't even really make too many plays for themselves. Found their moments, but played